Billahi Minashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Adil Shahir. I hope you all are fine. I am a CSS aspirant and I have done BS Botany from GCU Lahore. Today we have discussed the topic of current affair book, and that is also a compulsory subject of CSS. And the first topic is that a crisis in Balochistan. First of all, let us discuss about the introduction of Balochistan. Balochistan is among the largest province of Pakistan, and almost 43% of the whole of the Pakistan area is also occupied by only Balochistan province. Along with that, let us discuss about its population. Almost 12.34 million people of whole of the country are live in Balochistan. That is the most densely, not more densely, but most least population are also present in nowadays in Balochistan. And along with that, 27% of the whole of the population are also mainly separated in the other provinces of Pakistan, most of in Sindh areas. Along with that, its population among these almost 36% people are Pashtun and 6% of the people are speak Punjabi language. But its Punjabi languages are speak more. Its Punjabi speakers are present in more amount than the as compared to Urdu speakers. Along with that, let us discuss about its importance. First of all, it has coastline of about 730 kilometer. Along with that, it have a major source of minerals, resources, gas, oil, at extra. Along with that, it also have major sources of raw materials like these sorts, natural resources, and also have a great impact on the Central Asia, West Asia, South Asia, and other countries, mainly upon the China. Next of that, it have a seaport, the deeply seaport of the Pakistan, that is present in Gwadar, and Gwadar is also a district of province of Balochistan. Next is that Reko Diq. Reko Diq is the world's largest copper deposit mine. That is the copper deposit mine, and along with that is the fifth largest gold deposit. We have also believed that it is estimated that Reko Diq is the fifth largest gold deposit in the province of Balochistan, that is also in the district of Chagi and near to Chagi, and along with that it's have also contain different sorts of gold deposit, along with that different sorts of copper deposit. Next of all, it's have Sandak project. Sandak project is also a copper gold mine in Chagi district, and that is also a lot of different sorts of resources like such resources are oil, gas, like I have also discussed it before. Next to that, Sandak Metal Company Limited, that is a private, not a private, but it's a public it's a public company, Sandak Metal Company Limited, that is completely owned by Pakistan with the rupees of 13.5 billion rupees, that is fully occupied by Pakistan in 1995. That is nowadays working on the resources of different minerals, and almost it is estimated that more than 412 million ore material are also available into the Sandak project. Along with that, Balochistan coast, that I have also discussed that Balochistan coast is almost 730 kilometer coastline, that is also known as Samandri area, and along with that it have also gas and oil and minerals, and all these sorts are available in the sides of coastline of the Pakistan, which are along with that in Pakistan there are three main naval bases. Almost two out of three naval bases of the whole of the country of Pakistan are mainly present into area of Balochistan. One is in Ormara district, and second one is in Gwadar Port. Along with that, next is Gwadar Port. Gwadar Port, that is the almost 725 kilometer from the west of the Karachi. That is the main thing, and it is the main project, that is the CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, that is mainly focused on China, on just on to connecting with the Central Asian states for their own sake. Next one, industrial facilities for more than 20 countries. Gwadar port have a facility that it can also contribute to other 20 countries that are almost landlocked countries who are not able to approach any sea, like Central Asian state, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. Like these all states are mainly connected with the Gwadar port, and Gwadar port is also provide a facility other than the two ports of Bin Qasim port or Karachi port. That is also provide facility and also improve for the improvement of industrial resources in Pakistan. Next one is what is the causes of Balochistan? That is the main topic of our causes of Balochistan. First of all, provisional autonomy and ethnic culture. Let us discuss about provisional autonomy. Provisional autonomy, it's mean that the whole country is only controlled by federal government. That is not under the provinces. Every provinces is on the under of federal government, but it is recognized in 1973 constitution that all of the autonomy power are under the every provinces, and it also proved in the 18th amendment of 1973 constitution, but it is not fully recognized by the federal government, and federal governments still hold into the resources, into the administration power of the whole of the province of Balochistan. Next to that, federal government still hold after the 18th amendment and have not recognized its administrative powers to the provisional autonomy. That is the first of all and the major crisis into province of Balochistan. Next to that, resources exploitation. Government, its exploitation is that the well-paid and the well-skilled managers are hired from outside of the Balochistan, and the low-quality labor and the low amount of hiring labor that is also from hired from main province of the Balochistan. Along with that, not fund for the technical institution. Government have not provided to the federal government some funds for their technical institutions that they can teach to the peoples of their native people at their own province, so that they can participate into the whole of the country or into the other things that are related to federal or provisional progress. Next is that terrorist organization and Islamic extremism. Terrorist organization mainly is Al-Qaeda and Tehreek-e-Taliban are mostly promoted, and also it's produced its contribution into the religious extremism. Along with that, it's a lack of functioning economy due to most of peoples are in below the line of poverty in Balochistan, so they are just because the sake of money they just sell themselves into the suicide bombing again in the front of the different Taliban organizations. That is why next one is that Hazara Shias become the victim. Mostly Hazara Shias are mainly comes from the Afghanistan, that they are just wanted to safety from the country of from the country Pakistan. So from 2008 in the data of 2012, from 2008 to 2011 there are 110 attacks mostly placed on the Hazara Shias, and they are mostly victims under these, and more than 400 Hazara Shias are dead in these attacks, and more than 450 victims are also got serious injuries in these attacks. That is also attacked by terrorist organizations. Next is that share in federal division and pool. Almost Balochistan province, that is almost share one of the five, but share a lot in because of its natural resources, but receive only one of five proportionality from whole of the country, and that is the poorest province actually subsidize the richer provinces, and it's as compared to all other provinces, Balochistan provide a lot of resources and a lot of mineral projects towards the federal government in their pooling share, but they are not received as much as they are here. So that's why their development projects are mostly just become delay, or they are just not fulfilled by the federal government, or they are not give them enough of funding so that they can promote their own source of living. Next one is that Deprivation and development lag. Deprivation and development lag, the poor basic facilities, lack of poor basic facilities. What kind of poor basic facilities? That is like the lack of educational institutions, lack of private educational institutions, lack of teachers, lack of professors, lack of professionals, lack of skilled technical labor institutions. Along with that, hospitalization, lack of hospitalization, lack of electricity, lack of pure water, or lack of infrastructure, lack of well developed roads, lack of hospitals, lack of rural, and there is a difference between rural and urban population. All of these including basic facilities. Next one is lack of private educational institutions, and these private educational institutions are almost necessary to educate. Along with private institutions as well as public institutions, both participate a very important role into the development of the country or increase the literacy rate in every of the country. Next one is government negligence. Governments mostly neglected or just procrastinate most of the problems in the province of Pakistan, in the Balochistan province of Pakistan. First of all, federal government inability to identify problems. The major negligence that is adopted by the government of the Pakistan, that Pakistan government, the federal government itself inability on the problems, because they are lack of sincerity by the federal government on the crisis of Balochistan. Next one, elected representatives attitudes. Most of the people that are elected by Baloch people, they are mostly apolitical, and most of them are not have a good response for their own people. So they are the administrative powers from the Balochistan country, from the Balochistan province, are not as much serious as they have to need. So they are just a lack of representative attitude, and they are not a lot interested into their representatives or into fulfill the needs of their people. Next one is that human resources development. They are unsatisfactory. That is, we are not satisfied with the government of Pakistan, that is its attitudes toward the province of Balochistan. That is unsatisfaction among the justice system of the Balochistan, health, education, environmental, and along with that infrastructure and training institutions for the labor or for the women or for the male or for the students. All of these are just because of lack of human resources development. Next one is human rights violation. First of all, torture cases reported. There are a lot of torture cases reported in Balochistan province, that mainly most of them are drilling in their head, most of have cutting their hands, burn their hands, or they are must shoot, got a head shoot, or they are seriously injured by anyone from by the knife. Next one, lack of electricity, pure water, and mortality, lack of mortality rate or low mortality rate. All of these problems are just sake of the human rights violation or promote human rights violation. Next to that, role of Sardars. There a lot of Sardars are also present into the Balochistan because of increase in illiteracy. There are a lot of Sardars, and there are a lot of tribes are mostly differentiated from each other, and they are totally different by their thoughts, by their livings, by their way of by their nature of organizing themselves in the front of their Sardars. So people of mostly so the people of Balochistan are mostly crushed between their state of Pakistan and between the Sardars. So mostly what's happened is that the power of Sardars, actually Sardars are very powerful, and they are belong to elite classes. They are a lot of wealth and money, as well as they have resources along with the bureaucracy, as well as they have administrative powers along with the politicians. So they can make everything by their own choices. So they can make slaves to the common people of the Baloch or the poor people of the Baloch, and can do anything what they want. Religious extremism. Next crisis in Balochistan, that is poverty caused terrorism. According to religious terrorism or religious extremism, is that poverty is the major thing that is mostly cause terrorism into the country of into the province of Balochistan, because Balochistan province is mainly have suffering from a lot of suffering from poverty, or their people are people at there are just live their life below the line of the poverty. So the poverty cause mostly of terrorism. That is, next one is a lack of education and lack of awareness, because people have not enough of education so that they can think better about their future planning, or can better about the awareness of the different kinds of terrorism institutions or terrorism promoting by internally or by externally. These sorts mostly by internally or externally enemies that they are maybe coming from Afghanistan, maybe they are promoted by India, maybe they are promoted by United States of America. Along with that, they are maybe coming from Afghanistan or Iran because they each have a border share between both of these countries. That is also promoting religious extremism, all these sorts. Next one is presence of insurgent groups in Balochistan. What is insurgent groups? These insurgent groups that mostly seek or promote the separation of Balochistan province from Pakistan. These groups have three mainly groups. First of all is Baloch Liberation Army, BLA, Baloch Liberation Army. Next one is Balochistan Republican Army, BRA, Balochistan Republican Army. Next one, Lashkar-e Balochistan. These three groups, Lashkar-e Balochistan, BRA and BLA, these are also promoting that they are wanting the separation of Pakistan from Balochistan, or separation of Balochistan from Pakistan. Next one is attacks. BR means Balochistan Republican Army, mostly attacks on gas pipelines, power transmission lines, security checkposts, railway tracks, government officials or official residencies, or on civilians. All of these attacks causes threat among the population of the whole of the Balochistan province, and also cause threat to the external people if they wanting any if they want to visit this Balochistan province. So they are so that is all these sorts by BRA, Balochistan Republican Army, are just make threat to those of the people that they cannot visit to their province, or that is also not helpful or not beneficial for the civilian people of the Balochistan. Next one is foreign involvement. Mostly foreign secretaries or foreign peoples have believed that India is promoting BRA, Balochistan Republican Army, or secretly got some economically help from India, and that is also not good for Pakistan. And some other says that United States also support to the BRA because of separation and promoting separation from Pakistan. That is in July 2019 by United States, it is by United States President Donald Trump, it is completely declared that Balochistan Liberation Army as a terrorist group. So it's also helpful and beneficial for Pakistan Army or Pakistan Executive Council that they can easily take any critical action against the Balochistan Liberation Army. Next one, let us discuss about how we can overcome these problems or how we can solve these problems, just because we want that we want some improvements or we want to reduce these crises in Balochistan. First and the foremost is that true representatives. We need some true representatives and some loyal representatives, that they are completely loyal for their own people, for the people of Balochistan, for the citizens of Balochistan. They are completely loyal. And the second one, powers and resources must be in the hand of provisional autonomy. All these powers are must recognized by the federal government, and federal government must be implemented all the 18th Amendment contributions into the all of the provinces, and must need to transfer all the powers to the Baloch administrative province. Next one is demilitarization from the Balochistan. Demilitarization means to withdraw the army from all of the province, because army involvement in the Balochistan also cause fears among the citizens of Pakistan, or among the citizens or among the peoples of Balochistan, because this shows that there is some of insecurity are also have been taking place, or there are insecurity also available into the province of Pakistan. Next one is that implementation of 18th Amendment, as I have also discussed about the 18th Amendment implementation, and 7th NFC award along with that. Next one is Agaz-e Hukuk of Balochistan package. That is also important in the 18th Amendment contribution, or 18th Amendment in the Constitution of 1973, that the Agaz-e Hukuk must be implemented into the Balochistan province. Next one, implement well-trained security forces. Well-trained security forces, well-equipped security forces, along with that law enforcement agencies must be introduced into the province of Balochistan. So there must be holding, or there must be to overcome all the problems into the province of Balochistan. Next one is illegally missing persons must be released. Either they are released, or they should be they should be appeared in the front of the court, so that they can easily through the justice system of the Pakistan must be implemented at the province of Balochistan, so that these missing peoples must be coming in the front of the whole of the citizens. Next one is increase job quota. That is, job quota may be from 7 to 21 grade, also increase in the all sectors of the Pakistan, mainly for the Balochistan peoples. Next one is stop unregulated movement of people across borders, because Balochistan province have border with Afghanistan as well as Iran. So there must be regulated the movement of people from across these borders, because it can also promote terrorism and other extremism agencies, or some sort of irregulated religious extremism in the whole of the province. Next one, development and basic rights. These basic rights I have also discussed, that there should be development of infrastructure, development of public and private institutions for education, also for some vocational institutions for women training development, along with that hospitalization, health sectors, environmental protection, and pure water, electricity. All of these stuffs must be necessarily introduced in the province of Balochistan. Next one, encourage foreign investors. Foreign investors must be introduced into the province of Balochistan, because Balochistan province is mainly rich with the natural resources, and foreign investors must be there should be provide security, as well as there should be tax releasing by the Pakistan government, so that they can work easily into the province of the Pakistan. Next one, promote marble industry. Marble industry have a huge impact, have a huge beneficial for the province of Balochistan, because it have capacity to create jobs of more than 1,50,000 people are can easily be recruited by this industry, and almost 5 billion United States dollar must be overturned, or there must be a trade of more than 5 billion United States dollars just because of if we promote marble industry. Next one, debate among political parties. These political parties debate must be holding outside of the parliament, because they can also debate among with each other on the causes and crises of Balochistan province. Next one is that transparency in affairs. It means that there should be transparency in the every sorts of either it is public or either it is private institutions. There should be transparency, maybe by NAB or maybe by anti-corruption terrorism department, or it must be introduced the transparency in the all affairs in the province of Balochistan. Next one, safety of civilians, because a lot of killing of civilians are that make threaten to the civilians of Balochistan, and to the common people of the Balochistan, and the poor people of the Balochistan are mainly they are threatened that they don't know that when they are just lost their own life because of the terrorist activities that they are continuously increasing into the province of Balochistan. Next one, initiate small and local projects. These small and local projects must be introduced both by provisional as well as by federal governments. So these little projects must be introduced by both governments, local government, district government, as well as provisional government, along with that federal government. Next one is boarding schools and higher education system. Next, that is the higher education system, and the teachers and professors from the recognized universities by HEC from all over the country must be introduced into the province of Balochistan, and HEC must involve some HEC must introduce some universities and boarding schools, either they are private or public, must be introduced in the province of Balochistan, so their literacy rate must be increased, because their people mostly are illiterate and poor. Next one, health institutions in major urban cities, and these urban cities and major urban cities, if health facilities must be introduced, first of all health industries must be promoted into the major urban cities of the Balochistan province, and then they are connected with the better infrastructure and roads with the rural areas. Next one is vocational institutions. These vocational institutions are for developing skills into the female, either maybe nursing or maybe just they are saving the clothes or maybe to making some food. These all sorts are must be necessary for that they can easily independent from all of the burden of their whole family, so they can promote their own child or their own husband or their own family, because there's a lot of people who are just below the line of the poverty, so that the female can also contribute into the different sorts for the sake of money. Next one is, and the last one but not the least, recruit Baloch into military and police services. There must be promoted Balochistan peoples that they can take part easily into the police services as well as to the army services, because they are citizens of Pakistan and they have completely right to be holding any sort of seat from 21 grade, either it is from 15 or 17 grade to 21 grade in the every sort or in the every sector of the Pakistan, in the every services of the Pakistan, either it is PSP, Police Services of Pakistan, either it is PAS, Public Administrative Services, either it is railway, taxation, anti-corruption or agriculture, whatever department is it, there must be in both military as well as in police services. Balochistan people must be promoted. Thank you so much. I hope you understand this topic. You can also make notes from it, and you can also, it may be helpful for you. I hope you take it, understand. Allah aapka हामी nasiro.